Hey, it's Scott Sawa, and I'm back with another Understudy diary. Y'all, we are 1 week into performances. So much has happened. Last time we checked in was about 2 weeks before we opened. And we've gone through tech while the actors and the designers were all in the theater doing cue to cue, which is part of tech where we run through every single sound like cue to make sure the actors know where they are, the stage managers, the director's happy, all that stuff. So understudies weren't really needed for that. So we were at the rehearsal space and rehearsed the show on our own. We ran through it and Saturday and Sunday, and then joined them for their dress rehearsal on Sunday night. Our understudy rehearsals were awesome. I'd had the chance to run through the show a couple times when David was out with COVID. But we hadn't really had the chance as a team to really see what we were working on or, support each other even. So yeah, all the actors were off book, with the exception of me, embarrassing, who I needed to pull out my some pages for the last couple scenes. I don't even think anybody had any confusion about blocking at any point. Not between the intimacy stuff. There's a whole kinky section of the play. There's about 3 minutes of action. We also have a fight in the show. We also have a song, a dance. And each of these understudies, just nailed their part 100%. Again, I think I was maybe the one with, some blocking problems, but otherwise, we as a team did awesome. And it was really great for us to be able to share that and share the work that we've all been doing on our own. For example, Brian, who's the understudy for Tim, who's kind of my love interest in this play, he was completely off book, knew exactly where he was going the whole time, which is great because he's in almost every scene. Abby is understudying Ben, who plays drag queen in the very first scene of the play, and she just made it her own completely and just made such exciting and fun choices. Ashley, who was playing the Mother Superior, she had this poise and her voice, her movement, everything was just so perfect for the character and completely different from what Kim, her overstudy, was doing. Abby, who's understudying Ben, is also understudying Nun 1. And there's also Connor, who is understudying Nun 2, as well as Lolly, who does all the puppets in the play. And they both ran through both tracks simultaneously. In such a way that we didn't really have to pause or anything. They were really spectacular and everybody was really awesome. It was a really great chance for us all to see what we're doing with our roles. My co-assistant director, Leo, was running the rehearsal. Our intimacy director, Spencer, was actually there for our first hour to work on all of the intimacy things in the play, but to adjust them for us being different actors, either in terms of our comfortability with certain things, or just to change things because we have different body shapes and things like that. So that was super helpful. Again, we were really on top of everything, so it took a lot less time than we thought it would, which was great. And we'd also run through fight choreography pretty consistently, switching out with our principals while we were learning the fight. But we did have a fight call before our runs, just to make sure that everybody was on it, and they were so good. And again, this was kind of the first time where the understudies were just running it with the understudies. So we were able to account, again, for differences in body type and comfortability, which there weren't, very many, but we could have if there were. And I gotta say, it really helps the mood when everybody's been working really hard. And also, we were able to run the show ourselves and get that catharsis that we've been only watching for so long. We were actually able to do it ourselves. I kind of I don't know, I didn't have a panic attack, but there's a different energy that happens when you run through the show as opposed to when you watch it. So, I don't know, maybe not panic is the right word. Maybe it's more of a adrenaline effect. Now, while we were having fun in the rehearsal space, the actors, the main cast, the designers, our director, we're all in the theater running cue to cue. This is a huge show, and there's so many cues. And I mostly spent the week doing assistant director duties, taking notes during runs, doing line notes, which I love doing. Not because I like to tell people when they're wrong at all. I'd much rather never do that. But just as somebody who is oh, actually, you want to say this word right here. And it will help you because the rhythm helps it better. That's me. I'm that guy. So, I mean, really, it just comes down to I want to help the actors do their best work. So, letting them know where they tripped up and where they can focus their energy is really important. And it was awesome for me just to be able to run through the script and see what the words, actually are, just for the sake of getting them in my brain even better. It's been amazing to watch this show come together. The lights, the sound, the puppets, the fight choreography, the intimacy, the dance, everything in this show, the costumes, the props, everything is so freaking cool in this show. And we had a great opening night on Sunday night. We got Jeff recommended, which was awesome. And also the following day, half of our cast and crew won Jeff Awards at the Jeff Awards, which is what? Crazy. Awesome. Today, we're going to be running the show for the first time since opening as the Understudies. We get to do it with our stage manager, Jenna, which is really exciting because we get to do it with full tech. How often do you get to run a show with full tech? And we're going to be able to do this every week for the rest of the run. So that means before I go on the 16th, I actually have 3 rehearsals. And I'm already off book. We're ready to go, but it's really awesome to be having this opportunity to practice. In general, in terms of my preparation, I'm feeling really prepared. I'm feeling 98% good on my lines. All the blocking is generally up here. Yeah, we're going to find out today if there's any parts where I'm just what am I supposed to, what comes next? And am I in the right place? But I really don't think I'm going to have very many of those. I think really because it's one of those shows where you just kind of strap in and go. And you can't really think about anything because it's just moving so fast. So I'm just going to try to trust that. And we'll see how that goes. I love this story so much. So many times with queer plays, it ends in tragedy or violence or heartbreak. And this one is just fun. I mean, there's a really exciting story to it. The show just understands the importance of queer representation and storytelling. And it shows us things that we've never really seen in a hero's journey kind of story. And I think it's important for gay people to see. I think it's important for straight people to see. I think it's important for everybody to see that we can have these different heroes' journeys. My understudy performance is April 16th, 2 weeks from today. If you can't make it to that show, if you can make it to that show, awesome. If you can't make it to that show, please come see the show if you're in Chicago through the end of April. It is awesome. All of the actors are very, very good. All of the understudies are very good. And if you're not able to see one of them, you're going to have an awesome show either way. But, you know, understudies add a little special energy to the whole thing. And I will probably do another diary right after that show, and then hopefully another diary after we close. I'm hoping to get in some responses from other understudies and their performances. And yeah, it's just looking like a great run ahead. Thank you so much for watching. Please have a listen to our episodes. They're on Spotify and Apple Music and wherever else you get your podcasts. Our latest episode with Kaylee Cronin, she's a Broadway actress who made her Broadway debut in the revival of Cabaret in 2014. She recently got the Legacy Robe, which is an honor that's bestowed on the ensemble member in any new musical who has the most Broadway credits. So we're so excited for Kaylee. She's awesome. If you haven't listened to our episode with her, definitely check it out. As a Cabaret fanatic, we had a lot to chat about. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching, and come see the play.